Hey guys, Travis here with socialpaintball.com. Today we're going to be talking about the new Ego 10 from Planet Eclipse. Let's just kind of go over a little synopsis of what Planet's put out over the years. This is the original Ego 5. This was a magnificent marker. The standard was really raised on paintball guns when this thing was made. Planet makes guns that are they just last. This 05 right here shoots like it was brand new. I'm the original owner of this gun, had it since 05. Shoots awesome. It's a great backup gun. From there, we're going to skip all the way up to a 07 Ego. When the 07 came out, they really just shrunk it down, thinned it out. It's one of probably the biggest improvements Planet's ever made was the 07 Ego. And jumping all the way to the Ego 9, this is probably one of my favorites as far as milling goes. I love the way it looks, the way it points. Ego 9 is an awesome gun. But what we're here to talk about is the difference now between the 9 and the 10. You know, Planet's pretty much, in my opinion, they've done just about everything they can do to this marker as far as trimming it down for weight. I just can't see how it's going to get much lighter. So what they really strive to do this time is reduce the kick on the marker. Obviously, I can shoot just about any paintball gun I want to shoot, but I used to shoot the DMs because they were so smooth. But here in Florida, we get a lot of rain in the summertime. The humidity level is high, and the problem is those things would just gum up all the time. I mean, no matter what, you're having to strip them down, re-lube them. The lube gets all gooey, and I just had problems after problem. When you switch to the Ego, it just works. I mean, this 05 has never been touched. I've never had to do a thing to it. It still shoots like it's new. You take it out of the bag and you play with it. That's what I like about a marker. But going back to the 010, what they are really, like I said, they're really trying to do here is lower the recoil. They've cut out all the weight they can cut out. They've changed the milling this year on this on the 10. If you look at it compared to the 09, see if you can get a good look at that. It's kind of more of a 3D milling. It's very nice. And if you're an old geezer like me, you can appreciate what they've done with the LCD screen. They say it's about 33% bigger. So I'm going to hold that up so you can get a look at it. See the difference? I mean, it doesn't sound like much, but boy, it really helps on the field. You're glancing down there, you want to know what mode you're in. It is so easy to see. And also, new on the 10 is you can change the colors. This LCD screen can go red, green, or blue. Take your pick. But it's I'm going to turn them both on here for you. This one, as you can see, is purple. See if you can pick that up in the camera. It turns to kind of it'll turn to just regular color after it sits there for a minute. But I'm going to turn it on, both of them, just so you can see the difference of that screen there. I mean, you can really see what's going on that screen, which is nice. The other difference is, obviously, is the 10's got this little bleed hole right here. If you look at our extravaganza film, you can find some really more details about this. We're not going to go too technical today because we've already got footage of Jerry from Planet Eclipse telling us all the technical details. But this thing right here is really supposed to help the gun bleed off and not over pressurize. Let's look at the bolts difference. This is look at the 10 versus the 9. Right off the bat, the 10 is considerably lighter on the bolt. I mean, just holding it, you can tell the difference. The bolt is the Cure 3 Plus. I know it's black and it's maybe hard to get this in video, but they did make some changes. Again, look at the extravaganza video and let Jerry explain to you all the differences. There are some. They're not super significant, but it's going to definitely help on your recoil. But the main thing you can tell is the difference in the weight of the bolts. Also, the Ego 10s come with the Zik 2 kit installed, and they're just trying to really lower the reciprocating mass as the rammer is moving inside the gun to lower the recoil. You'll notice too, side by side, look at that grip frame. They have really made the trigger frame smaller on the Ego 10. So some of you have big fat fingers, that could be an issue with you. Also, they got the thumb screw like the SL74 does. That is a very nice feature. So nice being out there if your hopper gets a little loose, you can just twist it up tight. But obviously it's playing Eclipse, so it's a well-made marker. Trigger feels great. Same thing, you can switch from modes on your trigger to optical or the switch. Personally, the switch is what I like. Most people do. It's a great gun. Let's go and shoot it, and I'm going to play a few games myself with it to get the feel of it. I'm going to shoot it at the end of the video, but I don't want you to just take my word for it. I'm going to take this gun, just give it to some guys that I play with, and I'm going to let them shoot it. I want to get their feedback. Let's let them tell us what they think of the marker, and then you can decide for yourself.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try this new Ego 10 out. First of all, I can definitely tell the difference in the weight from my Ego 7 that I normally shoot. The milling, just a really pretty gun. They did a very good job on it. We're gonna go ahead and get some shots out on it, see how well it shoots. All right. Well, as far as the kick goes, definitely much better than my Ego 7. Very well balanced. Just a really joy to shoot. I'd like to go actually paint some people with it someday. As usual, Eclipse, you did a wonderful job on your paintball marker.
What kind of gun do you normally shoot?
Timmy, Bob Long.
Yeah? What'd you think?
Actually, I was quite impressed. There wasn't as much kick as I was anticipating from the Ego. Held a good stream, so if I could afford it, I'd buy it. Thank you.
Actually, it's real nice. Actually, it's still got a little kick to it, but it's real accurate. I mean, that was shooting ropes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. That's a big improvement over the old 7 I shot before. So I'd say they've done a good job on it. I get to keep this, right?
Sure.
All right, it's great. There you go.
Your name?
Jared.
Jerry? What kind of gun do you normally shoot, Jerry?
An old DM5.
DM5, okay.
A stock DM5.
You have a smooth shooting gun.
Oh, I love my DM5. There's nothing better than it.
Okay, well tell us what you think about the 010 Ego.
Well, it's a lot lighter than my gun, I'll tell you that much.
Give us your honest opinion.
Shoots good. It's a little heavy on the kick. It does have a little bit of a tingy noise to it, but it's a good light gun. It's a lot easier to hold in my hands and move around than the DM5. If I had the money, I'd buy it. If I had the money. Nice gun though. I like it.
I do have to say, I mean, maybe it's perceived kick. But it's definitely keeping a definite stream. I mean, could you tell it didn't seem like it was really rising on me? My trouble, if I'm doing one hand up, sometimes it'll go up like that, but this definitely isn't doing that. So there's got to be some improvement there. But boy, it sure points well.
It does.
Guys, thanks for watching socialpaintball.com. This has been the review on the 010 Ego. Special thanks to Planet Eclipse for letting us use this marker. Thanks, guys.